Hi guys, I'm Lewis Hamilton of Lewis Hamilton the Boogie Brothers, and I'm going to talk about my new Egnater Rebel 30 head and a Tourmaster 2x12 cabinet. This is probably the coolest amplifier you could find under $1,000. Really, really awesome. It's completely customizable. You can change the 6v6 valves to EL34s through a tube mix control. You've got tight and bright switches. The tight switch cuts off a little bit of the low end. The bright switch boosts a little bit of the high end. The bass and treble controls are extremely responsive. You can get almost any kind of tone you want out of it. The Overdrive channel has got a nice mid push to it, and you can take it back if you want with the middle control. It sounds really, really cool. Here's a demo of the clean sound. Now I'm going to change the tube mix from 6v6 to EL84s. So you can instantly hear the difference between the two valves. The 6v6s have a nice, big, fat, clean Fender sound, and the EL84s have that kind of scooped Marshall sound with a little bit less headroom in them. Very, very interesting sounding valves. Channel 1 and Channel 2 have their own independent voltage controls. Turning them up and down doesn't really change the volume, it just changes the headroom and the way the tube amp responds to your playing. It's now set at 30 watts, but now I'm going to turn it down to 30 to let you hear how the dynamics come out of it. So you can hear as a very, very subtle difference, but it's definitely there. And this allows you to tweak it to get any kind of tone you want. Before I move on, I'd like to mention that I'm not actually going through the cabinet at all. I'm using the record line out. This is a DI and a speaker simulator. And honestly, this is the best sound you're ever going to get. Better than any microphone at all. Sounds super, super cool. Now I'm going to show you the tight and bright switches. They're high pass and low pass filters. So you can hear the tight switch takes away everything under around about 100 Hz. I don't know if that's an accurate description or not, but it's what it sounds like. It's really good if you're going through 4x12s and you're finding it's a bit muddy or a stage is particularly boomy. The tight switch, tight switch does that. The bright switch adds a little bit of treble, a bit like a top boost in an AC30. Adds a really, really nice shimmering clean to it. Again, every setting in this amplifier is really, really musical. Now I'm going to show you the controls of bass and treble. So again, you've got a really wide bandwidth. You can get any sound you want. I'm going to show you how this amplifier responds to pedals. I'm going to kick in my Velvet Minotaur from Velvet Pedals. This is a fantastic replica of a clone Centaur. So even with pedals in, it's super, super clean sounding. It doesn't change the sound of your guitar. It reminds me of Dr. Z, but it's got even more capability for shaping tone than any other amplifier I've ever seen before in my life. Now I'm going to let you hear the Overdrive channel. So it's super, super cool. You'll also notice with the silent D out there's absolutely no noise. My guitar volume is turned down and it's really, really quiet. I'd like to mention, if any of you are wondering, 30 watts is absolutely enough to do a gig. It has 4 power tubes in the back of it, and this is plenty. Watts is more a control of headroom. It doesn't really change the volume of an amplifier. That's dependent on what kind of tubes you have in it and the circuitry of the amplifier. Tube mix control is very sensitive. If you put it in the center, you're getting 30 watts and all 4 valves at the same time. If you pan it to one or the other, it drops by about a third. So you're now given 20 watts with pan to the extreme. Now I'm going to kick in my Velvet Minotaur again on the Overdrive channel to show you how this pedal gets really, really fat when you add Overdrive to it. A lot of amplifiers, if you put some sort of pedal in front of them, especially Overdrive, they have a little bit of a hissy fit. This remains completely true to its tone. A really fantastic sounding amplifier. This is the Egnater Rebel 30, and this is the amplifier I use at all gigs and all recordings. Thank you for watching.